Hello everyone, my name is Imani Singh and welcome to my channel Train Your Brain. Today we'll be doing the last question of the last exercise of the first chapter, which is number system. So let's get into this. What is the question? The question is identify the following as rational numbers or irrational numbers. Give the decimal representation of the rational numbers. So as we have done in the previous question and the previous question, before the previous question, so it is the same. We have to find the rational number or irrational number. What are rational numbers? The numbers which can be written in the form of pyq and have a decimal form. As it says here, give the decimal representation of rational numbers. And what are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are the numbers which cannot be written in the form of pyq, thus they do not have a decimal representation. So let's start the first part, which is root 4. Now root 4 can be written as 2. And yes, 2 is a rational number because it can be written by 2 by 1 in the form of p by q. And what will be the decimal representation of 2? Decimal representation of 2 would be 2.0. Why? Because 2 can be written as 2.0 and the 0 here wouldn't count after the decimal, so we can write it as that. Now the next question is root 3 root 18. Now we have to find, for this question we have to find the LCM of 18. So what is the LCM of 18? How do you find LCM? We multiply with the smallest number. 2 9s are 18, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. We have it here. Now let's move on. Now let's see. It can be written as 2 into 3 into 3. It can be written as 2 into 3 into 3. So root 18 can be written as 2 into 3 into 3 in root. And 3 will be here, and because 3 root 18. Now they both are 2. There are 2 3 here. So we'll take them as common. That would be 3 into 2 into 3. Now as they are, as we've taken it as a whole, we can shift it here. So it would be 3 into root 2. 3 into 3, 9. 9 root 2. Now 9 root 2 is obviously an irrational number because it cannot be written in the form of p by q, and thus it cannot be written in the form of decimal. So this is an irrational number. Irrational number. Alright. Now moving on to the last third part, it's root 18. Root 81. Now what is root 81? Now calculate, now revise the squares of, what is the square of 9? The square of 9 is 81. So root 81 would be 9. Now 9 is a rational number now because it can be written in the form of p by q. So we can say that 9 is a rational number. Root rational number, and we can write it as 9.0 as we have done with this. So I hope you got this. Now let's move on. These are the last part of this question and this chapter. So let's get into this. The fourth part is root 9 by 27. Now we can simplify root 9 by 27 as 3 upon 9 as 3 by 9. Yes, 3 by 9. And we can simplify it further as 1 by 3. So root 9 by 27 would be 1 by 3. We have to put it in root and we have to put this in root also. Got this? So it would be 1 by root 3. Root 9 by 27 would be 1 by root 3, which is an irrational number. Now you might be wondering, why is it an irrational number when it is clearly in the form of p by q? Because it's 1 by root 3 and root 3 cannot be written, cannot be simplified, and root 3 is not a perfect square, so it cannot be written in the form of p by q. And unless we remove the root, it cannot be in rational number. So let's move on. It's minus root 64. Now 8 8s are 64. So minus 8 would be minus root 64 and it would be a rational number. Yes, it is a rational number, and in the decimal form we'll write it as this. Alright, got this? I hope you got this. Now thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe.